What's going on, Spurs fans? I am the masked Spurs Nation 87. Now, before I get to tonight's Spurs Mavs game recap, in which, of course, the Spurs did put the total beat down on them little ponies. Yeah, that's right, the My Little Ponies, the Dallas My Little Ponies. I want to get to some shout outs. The shout outs are going out to Rina Galope Mapoy, Jay Delgado. Hey, big shout out to you, brother. Jordan Ricon, Frank Salvador, Spurs Angel Shea, Raimundo Lopez Jr., Ascending Mystic Joshua, Michael Nieto, Connie Santellan, Doris Basco, Ezra Camacho, who's a diehard Danny Green fan, Karen Burgoon Parker, Alfred Manlos, Ardulfo Rodriguez, Eric Clay, and I got some other shout outs here.
Me.
I've got Jose Lozano, Alex Arzave, Richard Gonzalez, who's one of my YouTube subscribers. Big shout out to you. Becky Solis, Laura Gonzalez, Ignacio Hernandez, Don Gallen, Raymond Flores, Ronnie Washington, Esteban Estrada, Don Mares, Amy Lane, Shirley Armstrong. But a big shout out to the love of my life, Bella Rodriguez. Love you, baby. So let's get into the guys, our Spurs players who were in double figures. Who is Boris Diaw with 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Danny Green with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Thiago Splitter with 13 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block. Almost a double-double for him. Tony Parker with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Kawhi Leonard with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Well, what can I say, Spurs fans? Tonight's game was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the ball movement was there. The scoring was there, sort of, but just not really in that third quarter. To be honest with you, the first and second quarter, the Spurs were playing with so much fire. I mean, they played so pissed off. I mean, they were just playing just aggressive defense and practically locking down Monte Ellis. I mean, just a great performance by the Spurs tonight. You know, like I said, just excellent ball movement, you know, aggressive defense, you know, attacking the basket, rebounding, blocking, stealing. You know, they did everything right tonight. Everything. Like I said, you know, the first, second, and fourth quarters, I mean, they were absolutely phenomenal. I mean, they did play sloppy in that third quarter. I mean, they only got outscored just by like 5 points, which is like, what, 20 to 15? But either way, the Spurs still didn't let up. So, they also did a good job on Chandler Parsons, who was 4 of 11. You know, he only had 9 points. Dirk Nowitzki, wow. They did a hell of a job on Dirk Nowitzki. Only 7 points. Monte Ellis was only limited to 10 points. And who else? Devin Harris is one of their other good scorers. He was only held to 8 points. Mari Stoudemire had 8. So they only had 2 players that only scored double digits, which was Tyson Chandler and Monte Ellis. So they did a good number on the Mavericks tonight. Good job to the Spurs. You know, Duncan really didn't score much. I mean, he only had 8 points, but he still had 13 rebounds. So with his rebounding, that helped us out a lot. That really helped the Spurs out a lot. So just a great effort by the Spurs. I mean, just team effort. You know, they didn't do anything fancy, they didn't do anything extra, just basic ball, just regular basic ball movement. And on 3-point shooting, wasn't really too good, but they still did better than the Mavericks, that's for sure. Spurs had 9 3-pointers made out of 26 attempts. And the 3-pointers made from the Dallas was only 4 out of 18. Let me see, rebounds. It was 13 of 50 from the Spurs, and then the Mavericks had 15 of 47. And then let me see what else. The Spurs the team assists overall for the Spurs was 28. Mavericks only had 15. Steals, 8 steals for the Spurs, 9 steals for the Mavericks. 4 blocks each for each team. Spurs had 14 turnovers, so that still needs to be worked on, but other than that, they minimized their turnovers. Dallas had 18 turnovers. Spurs had 7 fast break points. And the Mavericks had 16 fast break points. So, not really good. But like I said, overall, the Spurs team played a hell of a game. You know, they played well. You know, they were in it. They were there. They were focused. Especially, oh my God, especially that game the other night against OKC. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Just the way they were playing, just practically shooting lights out against OKC. Oh my God. You know, you talk about a total ass whooping. Are you kidding me? 130 to 91. And you know what? They minimized Westbrook's points. Westbrook only had 16 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Enes Kanter, who was their double-double guy, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Dion Waiters had 14. And then you've got Tony Parker with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Duncan, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Leonard had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Danny Green had 10 points. Who else? Diaw had 19 points. Man, he played phenomenal. He's been playing very, very phenomenal from these past couple of games. He needs to keep that up. He needs to keep that mentality and keep that focus, you know, and keep that aggressiveness come towards playoff time, because that's where the Spurs really need him to step up. And then you've got Patty Mills with 11 points, and then Jeff Ayers with 10 points and 8 rebounds. So overall, this Spurs team, they have been playing phenomenal. They've been playing a lot more better. They've been playing with better team effort. You know, just overall, this Spurs team needs to keep playing the way they have been playing. You know, they need to play as a team. They need to move the ball the way they have been moving the ball as of late. You know, they're a good passing team. They just need to be more careful with their passing. You know, there's no need for fancy passing and all that. There's no need for that, because that's what causes turnovers. You know, just take it easy. And also, when you're at that point where the game clock, like if you have a big lead, you know, use some clock. Take the time off the clock. That shot clock is your friend. That's your friend. That's your friend that gives you time to set up a play. If you can't set up a play, hey, take the shot. If you're wide open, take the shot. And they've been doing that. Sometimes they've executed, sometimes they haven't. But other than that, you know, at least they're taking the shot and not just making, you know, dumb plays. So overall, this team they're getting NBA and NBA playoff form. They're getting there. Once Baines comes back and this team keeps healthy, God willing, this team is going to make another deep playoff run, and not only that, a deep championship run. Believe that. Alright guys, well, I'll be seeing y'all hopefully soon. Um, there's not that much games. There's like less than 10 games to go. And it was good talking Spurs basketball with you guys. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Great win by our Spurs. They improved to 46. They improved to 46 of 26 on the NBA season, and they're just 4 wins away for their 16th straight season of 50 wins or more, and their 18th straight playoff appearance in a row. That's long. Those are the two active longest streaks ever that no team has ever had, like the Spurs have. Period. So again, I'll talk to y'all guys soon. Good. Once again, shoutouts to all that who I've called out names out for, or two. And until then, guys, go Spurs, go!